Here comes the news of the week. The recent rupees 2 per litre milk price hike by Amul in May 2025 has stirred debate among consumers, but a deeper analysis by Suruchi Research reveals it's more than just market driven. Tracking farm gate prices of cow and buffalo milk as proxies for toned and full cream milk retail prices from June 2021 to May 2025, the study highlights sustained pressure on both dairy farmers and processors. Despite multiple retail price hikes in 2022, including 3 by Amul alone, input costs, primarily feed, fodder, fuel, and maize, continued to escalate, squeezing contribution margins across the value chain. While the recent hike has slightly improved margins for full cream milk, it has had limited or even negative impact on toned milk. The findings underscore structural inefficiencies in India's dairy economy, suggesting that price hikes are reactive measures to persistent cost pressures, not opportunistic moves. The article urges deeper reforms to support sustainable dairy production. In a landmark decision, the Andhra Pradesh High Court ruled in favor of Dodla Dairy, stating that flavored milk qualifies as milk under GST tariff heading 04029990 and is thus subject to just 5% GST, not the higher 12% as earlier demanded. The court emphasized that the addition of sugar and flavors does not alter milk's fundamental character. This ruling overturns a 10.3 million tax liability and opens the door for refunds to the company. Beyond financial relief for Dodla, this verdict carries major implications for India's dairy sector. It provides clarity on GST treatment of flavored milk, a vital source of nutrition, especially for children, making it more affordable and accessible. By recognizing flavored milk as milk and not a sugary beverage, the court has safeguarded the nutritional intent behind such products, paving the way for fairer taxation that supports health and dairy entrepreneurship alike. Amul is aggressively expanding its protein production capacity, aiming for a 5-fold growth within the next few years. This move is backed by a strategic marketing push during the Indian Premier League IPL, targeting higher consumer awareness about daily protein intake. Currently producing around 1,000 tons of protein powder annually, Amul plans to ramp up capacity to 5,000 tons, citing surging demand for dairy-based proteins in sports nutrition and health-conscious segments. To tap this potential, Managing Director Jayan Mehta emphasized the organization's long-term vision to make India protein sufficient while creating value for dairy farmers by adding higher margin products to its offerings. The industry insight remains as Amul's protein push underlines an important diversification strategy for Indian cooperatives, signaling an emerging opportunity for dairy entrepreneurs in functional foods and nutraceuticals. In a major step to enhance market access for cooperative dairy products, the Ministry of Cooperation has signed an MOU with Swiggy Instamart. This partnership will onboard Bharat Organics and other cooperative dairy brands onto Swiggy's e-commerce and quick commerce platforms, expanding their reach to digital consumers. A dedicated cooperative category will be created, focusing on products like dairy, organics, millets, and handicrafts. Swiggy will support cooperatives in marketing, promotion, technology, and capacity building. This collaboration empowers cooperatives, especially dairy units, to connect with new age customers using new age technology, enhancing visibility and sales. As 2025 makes the International Year of Cooperation, this digital leap is expected to significantly benefit dairy cooperatives by improving their market presence and boosting rural incomes. The UK government is proposing to extend the sugar tax to include milkshakes and other pre-packed milk-based and dairy alternative drinks, removing their current exemption under the Soft Drink Industry Levy (SDIL). This move, open for public consultation until July 21st, follows Chancellor Rachel Reeves' commitment to expand the tax as part of broader health initiatives. If implemented, the change could affect 203 milk-based drinks, which account for 93% of category sales, unless manufacturers reduce sugar levels below the new threshold of 4 gram per 100 ml. The Treasury argues that the exemption is no longer justified as milk-based drinks contribute just 3.5% of children's calcium intake, while excess sugar intake remains a major concern. The policy aims to push reformulation but has drawn criticism over potential cost impacts on consumers. Industry stakeholders now face pressures to adapt recipes or risk added tax burdens in a market already shaped by anti-obesity regulations. A new outbreak of highly pathogenic avian influenza (HPAI) or bird flu is spreading across all 50 US states. Though it mainly affects birds, recent cases in cattle and goats have raised concern about zoonotic transmission. The US CDC and USDA are monitoring potential mutations that could enable human infection. Dairy stakeholders are on alert as the virus, now confirmed in dairy cattle in several states, could impact milk safety, trade, and biosecurity protocols. While pasteurization eliminates HPAI, testing of raw milk is under review. The industry insight remains as Indian dairy exporters and regulators should prepare for stricter import checks and enhanced surveillance. Any health scare in the US dairy sector may shift global demand toward disease-free regions like India, especially during peak trade seasons.
अरे कहाँ चली गई? कितनी बार खाया इसको? दूध पीने के लिए सुनती ही नहीं। हे बबली, तूने एमजे को देखा? उफ, एमजे कहाँ हो? लो, तुम यहाँ हो और मैंने पूरा घर छान मारा। एमजे, मम्मी जी, लो, दूध पियो। तुम्हें पता नहीं, दूध नहीं पियोगे तो तुम्हें ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस हो सकता है।
ओके मेरी अम्मा।
हर 5 में से 1 महिला को ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस यानी हड्डियों की बीमारी होती है। रोज 1 गिलास दूध पीजिए, अपने हड्डियों को स्ट्रॉन्ग रखिए और उनकी जांच कराते रहिए।